There's less than a week to go for Scott Murphy and Jim Tedesco. Both men are hoping to represent the 20th district, which covers 10 counties in New York, and both realize that there's a lot riding on this race. At a diner in Saratoga, New York, Sonia Kisco and her husband are eating breakfast. She tells me this is a rare treat because they are both unemployed and living on a tight budget.
It's not just us. I mean, I think it's everyone out there is hit one way or the other. I don't think there are very many people out there that aren't touched by this somehow.
Kisco is not unlike many other people who live in the 20th district, struggling to get by in a tough economy.
I'm Scott Murphy. What's your name?
As fate would have it for Kisco, in walks a candidate for Congress, Democrat Scott Murphy. Kisco tells him her story while wiping away the tears.
It's being done for the people who did all the right things and are now caught in this terrible web.
She says Murphy lost her vote when she saw this ad produced by the National Republican Party.
Scott Murphy didn't pay taxes on a business he owned. Said it wasn't his responsibility, but state records proved it was.
Murphy explained to her that the company didn't pay its taxes after he sold it. Ads like these on both sides are heating up the war of words in the 20th district. Republican candidate and Assembly Minority Leader Jim Tedisco is railing against Murphy's support for the stimulus plan, connecting it to the AIG bonuses.
He was the head of a company, was losing millions of dollars, and gave out six-figure bonuses. And then yesterday he said, well, AIG shouldn't be giving out those bonuses. I mean, that's kind of hypocritical.
The company's a big success, and it's been doing very well. That's totally different than AIG. AIG ran out of business last year. They would have gone bankrupt. They came to the government for a bailout and took taxpayer money and then used that to pay bonuses to people, which is outrageous.
For the Harvard graduate and businessman, this is Murphy's first foray into politics. Tedesco was elected to the Assembly more than 20 years ago, becoming leader of the Republican minority in 2005.
I'm the guy who stood up to Elliot Spitzer, so you might remember that.
We caught up with Tedesco at another diner where we heard similar stories of struggle.
I'm in HR and I see all the applications coming in, and I know it's definitely hit Dutchess County huge with the amount of people either losing their jobs or needing the second job.
My husband's a construction worker and he's been out of work since November.
Linda Wagner is a Republican. She's considering voting for Tedesco, but she says she wants to support the Democratic Party right now. Just this week, Murphy received the endorsement of President Obama.
7 weeks ago, I would never have imagined that the President of the United States would be endorsing my run for Congress, but I think it's wonderful. It makes me feel great, and I think it's exciting for us and for the campaign.
Some have called this race a referendum on Obama's policies so far. Others say it's a test for Republican National Committee Chairman Michael Steele. How effective has Michael Steele been in helping you?
Michael Steele's new, but we're running our own campaign here. This is the 20th Congressional District.
Come Tuesday, both Wagner and Kisco say they will cast their votes for which candidate they think can help get their husbands back to work. Both men are vying for the seat vacated by now Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. She won as a Democrat 2 terms in a row, but the district has long been Republican territory. The most recent poll shows Murphy trailing Tedesco by 4 points.